All right, we are live, and there's a lot of people out there. If you are
Good to see you too.
looking
Yeah.
at this book, and I'm we are live. I just wanted to tell you, if you click on the word chat down there, you should be able to see the chat. I didn't know this. My last guest told me that she could see it, and I wasn't sure if the guest ever could. Okay, so how you guys doing?
Okay, not bad. The energies, to me anyway, are starting to amp up again. I'm starting to feel accelerated again.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, but it's almost as like I don't know what to do with the energy. So, like I said, I started being creative on the computer and stuff. But Buck, are you there?
Yeah, but it seems like everything is delayed, and you guys are going in and out. So I'm sure if it's my connection or not. I might have to restart my laptop because I didn't hear anything you guys said.
Yeah,
It was all rubber banding for me.
Yeah, restart it, Buck.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
If I can get this thing to work.
Yeah. Definitely feel the energies picking up.
I think he's gone, but the picture's still there. Yeah, the energies are wackadoodle. It's almost like I have to, I'm thinking I got to go for a walk. I got to go do this. I got to do something. It's that kind of energy.
Yep.
I could do a shout out. Alley Cat's in the house. Charlene is in the house. Somebody else. Alley Cat has got a statement for us. 5 blackouts in the Schumann in the last 48 hours.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay, I think he's rebooting. All right, you guys, we're gonna have Buck back in here. He's having a little bit of technical difficulty, and I just want to say, Arnie, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. I know that you've been going through a lot of stuff, and you do a lot of healing and energy work. So if you're feeling this, how many other people are feeling it? You got any? Oh wait, I got to add Buck back in here. Do I have to?
Yeah, obviously the energy is off the chain because my laptop had to be restarted. But I've been good. Yeah, and I've been kind of tired and lazy lately. I think it's the energy. The energy is crazy. So, am I working?
Yeah, like Arnie was saying, you get all wound up, and then you gotta spin out like a Tasmanian devil, and then you go and you lay down, and you're just, I know I just wanted to be left alone, and that's when my husband gets chatty with me, and I'm like, okay, we've got someone out there to say that their ears are ringing again.
Yep, you're gonna get all kind of things happening. So whenever you feel like that, the best thing to do is to ground in any way you can. Go outside, hug a tree. I was doing that today. And
yeah, for at least 20 minutes. If you can, you have to have a certain amount of time. You can't just like walk out and go, okay, I'm grounded, I'm back in.
Yeah. Even like if you can't get by water, a shower. In the shower, you can connect that way, and you can ground that way also.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Alley Cat has to say about the frequencies out there.
Mat down there.
Me too. Same thing. You got the rubber mat?
Yep, I got the rubber mat, the earthing mat right below me.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. I got it was when it was buy one get one free. So I got one me for Amanda. I even got my dad one, for Florida. Whether he uses it or not, that's another story. But he has it. I think he uses it. I think he uses it often, but because he's always at the computer himself.
Yeah, I think
Anyway,
the last time we did a show, we were I don't remember who it was with, but we were talking about you gotta find your creative outlet, and this is exactly what we're saying. Whatever it might be, whether it's going for a walk, a bike ride, I feel like I am addicted to writing this program that I've been involved with. I mean, I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and didn't stop till 2 in the afternoon. And it was peace to my husband's ears, but I'm just constantly going at it, and all the stuff that I thought I had forgotten being in the corporate world was coming back to me, and I was having fun. I was so happy that I was creating again, and I think that's our outlet, whatever it might be for you guys. So if you guys can put it in the chat, anyone out there, how are you guys dealing with the energies and what's your creative outlet? We want to see it from you.
It's funny. I get people. A few of them are asking me, when do I sleep? Because all the things that I do between creating the cards, the art, the music, and all of that. It's
Yeah.
because I'm releasing a lot of energy by doing all this stuff, and it is so therapeutic as well when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I know. And I see Alley Cat is out there, and I know that she's always creative. So that has probably always been an outlet for anybody that has always drawn or colored or painted, like you, write music or play music. Um, for me, it was just being outside when I was a kid. Maybe we all talk about going back to a kid. What did you do to, really get out there and burn off the energy?
Run
yeah,
Yeah.
from morning till night till it's
it was
time
it,
to
was-
be
it
told
was
to come in.
kick the can. We were talking about at the meeting the other day. We were talking about kick the can. It's like, hey, I used to love playing kick the can. No, because
So did I.
people like to put up their recovery, and it's like, oh, they kicked the can down the road. I'm like, oh, well, that was a great game.
We did this thing called Come Over, Come Over, Come Over Red Rover. And everybody held hands together, and you try to break the chain of people.
Mhm.
And it was silly, but it was fun, and we would all just crack up. I mean, there were so many of those type of games that were using, just being outside, using whatever you could. But the kick the can was the funniest one of all, in the funnest one. My brothers used to play hockey in the streets. Did you guys ever play hockey in the streets?
Hockey, football,
Yep.
baseball.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I was always the one yelling, "Car! Car coming!" That was my job, to let them know when a car was coming.
There weren't really too many then. At least by me, I know. It wasn't that bad. Whereas now you get calls constantly going back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lived on
Yeah.
like kind of a dead end, not a dead end street, but not as much traffic, so it worked out well for us too.
Yeah, we were lucky if you think about it too, because when we were growing up, we got to do all these things outside. And we didn't have computers, we didn't have computer games yet, so we probably hit our teens or early teens. So we've actually got
Yeah.
to experience everything. Where the kids today, I mean, all of them I see, they got their head right into the phone. That's it, or on a game console on the TV.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of times, I think about what you just said, Arnie, the different generations. When the generation that my mother came from, the generation, I was born in my mother was born in the baby boomers as I was. She was the beginning. I'm at the end. Was there a lot of difference even with that? Yeah, there was. And I saw a meme out there the other day that said, whatever happened to kids saying thank you, please, and stuff like that? And I don't know if it's gone because I haven't been around a lot of children or anything like that. I don't know. Do they still do that? I mean, it was always like, and then my husband will always point out it wasn't, it was always my last name was Costello. It was hello, Mr. and Mrs. Costello. You addressed them by, the last name, and you didn't call them by their first name and stuff like that. And I don't even know what it's like today. I really don't. But is it the respect that's lost, or is it what's something missing, or do we need to not have it anymore? It's a whole new world.
I can only speak for Juliana. She always says thank you and you're welcome. Now I don't know if she says the Mr. or Mrs. We do try to teach her ma'am and sir. It's all about what the teachers, these parents teach their kids, But I do try to teach her respect, and she's very respectful. So,
Being down in the South here, they still do that.
Yeah.
We hired a younger kid. He was 23 years old to do some landscaping, and it was always for my husband. Yes, Mr. Paul. Yes, Mr. Paul. And that respect that's there. Then you get someone else that relocated down here that doesn't do that, and you're like, I'm going with the kid that has, that's really polite. And he was so afraid of making any mistakes for us. It was generally something I haven't seen in a really long time. Someone who took pride in their work.
Yeah. And a young kid
Okay.
too, right? You said.
Yeah, he was 23 years old and he worked his ass off. What is this? What is this? Leah Ray is saying. Sunray is out there played Puccinelli. Punchinelli.
I know Red Rover, but I'm not sure if Puccinelli is. Did you punch people or? I know one of my friends was my friend was busting our chops. He said, because he's gay, and he said, you know what, you guys were grooming when we were younger. We were playing too much asses up. You throw the ball and you gotta, he told them, you guys were grooming me when we were younger. Now I know why. When you throw the tennis ball at the person standing up against the wall.
Yeah. So does anybody have anything in the chat? I see a lot of people. We've got Rumble here. We've got YouTube. I don't see any Facebook people, even if you're just sitting back and listening and saying, who the heck are these three people? I got Batman and Robin, and I'm going to be celebrating until the 4th of July.
Wait. Who's Batman and Robin?
You guys pick. You draw. Whoever draws the short straw.
I told Allie that I'll be Robin because Robin was the younger guy, so I'm fine with Robin. I guess. Or I could be the Joker. I got my purple shirt on.
I didn't know what to do out there. And then my husband says, "Why Batman and Robin?" I go, "I don't know. I happened to be out and online, and I saw it, and I grabbed it." And he's like, "Why not somebody else?" And I'm like, "Next time."
It's all good.
Make me sweaty.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
They work well as a team. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
What was the joke about Trump and the little boy asking him, "Are you Batman?" Or was it Superman?
Yeah, no, Batman. It was Batman. Because technically, right? He was a rich guy, right? And that night, he put on the mask.
Yeah. So I don't have anything in particular to talk about. Let's see here. I really didn't want to go political. There's so much stuff that a lot of people are talking about on X, and I just don't believe half of the stuff that's even out there anymore. AI is a wonderful tool, and AI can be a really, it could drum up just, confusion as far as I'm concerned.
All depends on how it's used.
What was that?
All depends how it's used.
Yeah. I like it for creating.
Mm-hmm. But then you'll get people that'll use it to create, deception. That's the bad part.
Yeah. Yeah. We always thought we were going to get this really cleaned up world after everybody got out that doesn't belong in it and was manipulating. I still think there's always going to be a little bit of that, but they won't last long. I just think people are going to call them out. Like they're like right now, I can't see too many people that are even left in the government anymore. And so there's elections coming up all over the place.
Selections.
Yes, elections.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
You know, and it all like, but what we were talking about earlier with the frequencies, you know, and the energies, they're not they're not going to be, the bad ones aren't going to be able to vibrate to where we're headed and where we're manifesting. So I ain't too
Yeah,
concerned. You know,
yeah. Their frequencies will give them away, right? All right. Let me just see if I go out on X and see if there's anything out. Whoops, anything out there. And Arnie, do you have anything new that you created with your cards, or same old?
I'm working on a mermaid deck. I'm
Very
doing
cool.
that. And like I said, I found a whole bunch of music maybe 9-10 months ago that I had done years ago. And I just started, recreating all that. And now I'm like into that again. And I like writing. I forgot how much I like to write. So I've been doing a lot of that. Like I said, it's very therapeutic for me. I love it.
Yeah, I've been following you on Facebook, and I saw one picture of you, and that you had posted when you were younger. You haven't changed much. You really haven't.
I've changed a lot. A lot. Yeah, 'cause when I create videos, and what I did is I actually posted them on I pinned them. I had two from, I think about 22 or 23 when I had this. I had this beard for a very short time then. So I used those to create the videos because that was the time where I was actually playing a lot. So it's kind of bringing a different reality into this one, I guess, kind of, where I went one way and
We got which Joey is that? Joey G17 is out there. Hey, Joey.
Joey.
Uh, let's see here. Play a little bit of trivia. I'm just finding stuff out on X here. Let's see here. This is really. I'm trying to do something fun here. What was the name of the Lone Ranger's horse? Anybody in the chat even know who the Lone Ranger is? I know.
I do. I just definitely don't remember the horse's name.
Silver. Hi ho, silver away.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
Trump did play that at the ballroom, not the ballroom, but one of his events, and she came out with the silver dress on.
See, but that's man, one of the advantages.
I mean,
what was that?
And I said, so it's one of the advantages of being an elder statesman. I know the old stuff.
That's why you're Batman.
There you go.
It's but yeah, silver took a nice dump the other day, huh? Down to $68. I wish I had a job so I could buy more.
I did not know that.
Yeah, drop because I always try to. I don't always keep up with it, but I have a friend who does, and she's always complaining. Well, the heck? Why is it going down? I'm like, oh, it's a perfect time to buy if it's going back down. Dropped down to 68, and I think it was 68. I just, I think I'm content where I'm at the moment. I did go. Oh, speaking of, I went to the temp agency yesterday to get a job with BMW. So I got to go Wednesday for a physical test. They can put you through a physical test and then a drug test. So I got to be there for 2 hours. They said it's about 2.5 hours. You got to be there. So because I don't know what's going on with the city job, they take a while. The guy told me they take a while. So Unemployment's going on low, so I gotta do something. I can't just sit on my butt, And I do drive, right? Now I'm driving for Uber, doing the Uber Eats. So I'm trying to stay busy, but I am gonna need a job. I got bills to pay, rent to pay. That doesn't stop.
Yeah. It's tough. It really is. But everybody keeps saying, "Hang in there. It's going to get better." How many years have we been hearing that?
The last 6 years. Well, the least technically the last 6 years at least.
Yeah. Yeah, we need this collapse to happen already.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to show this real quickly here. So this might help you out, Buck. So a massive India H-1B visa, that's where they come in from other countries and take the American jobs. Oh, it's out on Fox if anyone wants to see it. It was a major fraud ring that's been busted. So 90% of India visa applications were all fraud. You know how much money they've taken from us from since the 80s? It's crazy. It's 100,000 counterfeit certificates have been seized. So the jobs are going to have to open up. So let me just kind of show this.
Speaking of that, when I was at the TEP agency yesterday, that you have to sign in, right, and then they send you an email that you got to fill out, right, with pretty much what position you're going for, time shift, all this other stuff. Before they see you for an interview, before they ask you like more personal questions, right? This lady comes out and she's like, "Have you talked?" This is Mexican guy there. "Have you filled out the form?" He didn't even understand a word she was saying, and he couldn't even read the application because he doesn't speak or read Spanish. So the lady that interviewed me had to talk to him in Spanish. So I had to wait while she was trying to interpret the email and all the stuff he had to fill out. She's told me that the only part that's in English is the email that they sent out. They have a separate department just for Spanish speaking people. I mean, we are in America. I mean, I don't, I want everybody to have a job. But when my grandparents came to this country, yeah, it's good to have a second language, but they didn't speak Italian because we're in America. We're going to learn English. We're going to speak English, and we're going to adapt to this, the way this country runs. That's why I don't speak Italian today, which kind of sucks, right? But it's like these people come to this country and you can't even read. You can't even read English? You can't speak English, and now they cater to these people. You have a whole department just for Spanish people. It's just that taking away American jobs.
Well, okay, let's look at it a little bit differently. Why would they bring in these third world country people besides voting and all that other stuff, the obvious things? And why, what were they? Yes, thank you. Say it, Arnie.
Division. Everything is division.
Yeah, because they know that the people that actually went to school here and got degrees like I did in programming and stuff like that, and I came in and they were having me train. I'll never forget this. I sat in this one room and I had to train all these guys from India. They didn't speak English. They did, but they didn't want to speak it to me. And finally, after towards the end of this thing where I was training them how to do business, they know technology, but they don't know how the Americans do business, supply chain, procurement, all that stuff, right? And they wanted to understand that. So that was my job. And I said, I'm training them right out of my own job. I know it's not going to be here. But at the same time, they're sitting there telling us that the amount of money that they were getting paid allows them to send the money back home and have big, beautiful houses built like we have here. So,
and that's the key and that's the thing that bothers me is you don't even spend the money to put it back into our economy. You send it home to put in the other, where you left in their economy. And yeah, our money is worth more, so I get that. But that's another reason why our economy is shit. I mean, You know, they don't invest and they don't spend the money here; they spend it somewhere else. You know, that's another frustrating part about it.
Yeah.
Well, that was all part of the plan from
Yep.
inside out, destroy the country.
Yep.
So,
Kennedy said it: infiltration over invasion.
I do want to point out one thing that is really fake and phony out that I'm seeing a lot of. And you guys, I've actually, let me just turn this volume off here. I've actually put some of these out on my Rumble channel, and I probably should take them down. But these people are getting a hold of AI, and I talk about this. So they're basically comparing a lot of people out there by using this AI tool that actually could change your face to make it look like close to someone else's. Have you seen these, Arnie?
what do you think they use? They use a more advanced
Yes.
technology of that every day that we see out there in the political world because 90% of these people are no longer here. It's all a
Right.
show, it's all a movie.
Yeah, 90% of the people are no longer here that they're actually doing this with. And I caught on to it a couple of times. I realized, oh shoot, they're doing something, and they got me. I was fooled. I'll have to admit it. They were saying John RFK Jr. is being played by Mel Gibson, and they because all of a sudden RFK's face is a lot darker. It's a lot more tan. Mel Gibson's is tan, and you could do that with anyone. So that we just showed they took Dolores Cannon, that's who that was up there, and converted her to the queen, right? And they're just trying to say Dolores Cannon was the queen. For God's sakes! If
Well,
that's
if the Bible is correct, we only came from two people. So I mean, we all going to look alike somewhere in one or another, right? We all came from Adam and Eve, so we're all going to have the same DNA and genetics.
yeah,
Remember the Bible too. The Bible is what? Who's it written by? What version? Who? What? Man?
yeah.
No kings, right?
Yeah, kings, right? Mm-hmm.
But we worship the Bible, the King James version.
Let's see what else we have
We're
out
in a
there.
fucked up world.
I would love to bring some things that are more positive, uplifting things that have been, the things that they maybe arrest or stuff like that. I'm still waiting for that, and I don't know, what that is dragging out for, why that is actually happening that way. But a lot of times, God won't, or your creator or whatever, won't always share all that information. And believe you me, I pulled cards on it till I got to the point where it's a waste of time. There's bigger things that are happening, other things that are happening out there. So um,
Yep, all distraction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it would be nice to see some perp walks. You do got the what's Bolton, right? Mr. Mustache, pleading guilty, and Comey, but yeah, it's all distractions. We got more important things to worry about. Yeah,
yep,
June Veteran Month.
yeah. Yeah, what about everybody else gets a day, and this particular holiday or whatever it is, um, or the Pride flag gets 30 days. Everybody else gets 1 day.
Yeah, Arnie said it earlier. To divide,
Mm-hmm.
no different than February.
Hey, I believe that they could have a day. I believe everybody could have a day. If you guys ever seen Rob Schneider out there, he's a comedian, and he's a stand-up comedian, and he's got a great shtick out there, if you will, about they don't even give Abraham Lincoln and George Washington their own day. They have to split it. It's kind of like one of those things. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll start to get some really good
Oh,
people.
they get a day in a month. Because the 19th, I gotta facilitate the meeting because they close because it's the Juneteenth. So they get the whole month of June and they get the 19th. It's like you guys are closing a recovery center for this.
I'm sorry, I'm bad. I am bad because even when I was still working before I got hurt, I worked in an IT company. I'm not going to say the name right now, and they were so big on pushing nonsense, right?
Yeah.
They hated me because I would not conform with anything that they did, and I just gave them grief the whole time with all of that. But they started this stuff.
Hey, I was a young programmer up in Michigan. I was more of a project manager when all of those Muslims had to leave during the day, and I thought, oh, they're going to lunch early. No, they had to go pray.
Yeah.
And it wasn't once or twice. And I was like, I flew all the way up here to work with these guys to show them, the different system. And I don't even know when they're here or where they're at. And I just thought it was the company. Now, these were like big companies like Ford, GM, Chrysler, all of them that were allowing this to happen back in the 90s. Now I look back at it, I'm like, holy shit. Look it's still happening. I don't know if it's still happening today, but people are complaining about it in Michigan and Minneapolis, I think.
You got to play with these people. That's what I do.
They take what it is, they take advantage of that whole freedom of religion thing. That's the problem. It's it's like, so that they're taking advantage of that, and okay, well, that's my freedom of religion, but yeah,
it's not in our country. It's not. You got to draw the line somewhere. It's in the sand. Either you're a Christian and you could be something else. This is a Christian country, but we don't have to comply. They're doing it on airplanes. They're doing it on the streets. They're doing it wherever they can get away with it. And at some point, somebody's got to, pick up a gun and say, look, get the hell out of our country. And that's what I think. And I could be wrong. I could be mistaken on this, that Trump is telling is shut out any Muslims. I don't know what kind of, if they're bad or whatever, not to come into the country anymore. Because look what's happening to the UK and Germany. They lost their countries. So, okay, enough of that. We're going to pull some cards here. Buck, you have yours?
I do. They're always by my side. If I need to pull them. But I still haven't, because I've been so busy, I still haven't investigated all these, because there's a lot of cards in here, so I haven't fully, what was that?
Do it intuitively.
Do it intuitively.
Thank you, Arnie. Yes, we're going to do that today, Buck. So you guys out in the chat, I want somebody to put, and it has to be in a form of a question, or if you just say pick me, he's going to go off your name, but I'm sure he knows all you guys already. But Buck, this is how we could do it, Buck. We know that you're very intuitive. We want you to use it more. If somebody says pick me, pick a card and then look at the card and just tell us what you're getting without reading the verbiage in the book.
Okay, I kind of like the verbiage though.
I know you do.
I think because it kind of tells a story, but yeah, I'll do that because there's all different pictures, and I don't know the meanings of some of like the animals that show up.
Whatever comes to you, the first thing that you do, you see it, say it.
Feel the energy of the name or the person that you're reading, and then just feel the energy of the card and just go for it.
I just pulled I didn't realize I just pulled, there was 2 cards stuck together. So I guess I pulled these for the collective.
All right, we haven't had anyone brave enough to stand up to get a intuitive reading from Buck, but well, hold on, Buck. Buck, we don't have anyone yet.
Yes. Yeah, but I picked up 2 cards already for the collective. They kind of got stuck together.
No, so, he's deflecting us, Arnie.
No, go ahead. No, he did say that.
The first card that came up was the yin and the yang, right? So for me, it's about finding the balance between masculine and feminine, right? And we all know whales are very intuitive and family oriented. So, but for me, it's about, since it's yin and the yang, it's about finding the balance between the masculine and the feminine. And the other card that was stuck to it was the gatekeeper. So
That's a good one.
yeah, I kind of like to look at this card. So for me, it's about, the Native Americans were all about, obviously it looks like a Stargate, right? So we all know that Native Americans were more in tune with nature than we are. And we know how the eagle is, the eagle's a big bird. So I would just, for this one, I would say,
No,
I don't know, get
well,
in touch
the
with
eagle's a
your,
big bird, but the eagle is also very powerful in what way?
that's where I don't know the,
What do you feel? To me, I feel freedom. I
that's
feel
what, yeah, I
escaping,
would say the
pulling
same
away.
thing. I would say the same thing because the eagle flies high and, fly higher than an eagle into the sea.
Time keeps on ticking, ticking
Again, again.
into the future. So
But
what's that telling
it's
you?
also, as if you look too, there's also Arizona in there. So we all know that Sedona is also has a lot of magical powers there. So, but yeah, it's and Indians were freedom, right? They had a lot more freedom than we did until the U.S. Army came along.
Okay, we've got a request here, and I think it was Charlene saying, pick me," but she's got a question in front of it. So whoever wants to take that one, it says, pull a card on whether they will pull a big rabbit out of the hat for 4th of July.
Let's see, how do I do this here? I got heavenly light is upon you. I don't see them as pulling a rabbit out of the hat, but I do see it as a celebration for this country.
Yep.
And the actual freedom of this country. So I feel that things are going to start changing, and some truths will come out. And I think with that disclosure day is also going to be part of it.
I don't think you guys can see this as well here, but what this is a 7 of forces. That means forces are the energies that are coming to us. She asked about that particular date. And in the bottom down here, it's also balance. So there's going to be, we're feeling it now. We're going through the changes. So by the time that comes around, maybe there will be some more information that comes out about it for us to, basically take a look at feeling a little bit better. I'm getting forces all the way across with this pick here, and it is very much we're going to get some help with this one, and yeah, and it is when I say help, I just mean spiritually. Yep, you got it. You got it. I just looked at you. Yeah, so this one here is if you I don't know how well you guys could see this, but my camera is really sucking today. So there's a person sitting there reading a book, but there's a lot of other spirits around them. And what kind of book would that actually be? It could be, we're going to be celebrating 250 years of this country. So, it could be, anything in the realm of our birth date. What do you got,
I
Buck?
Well, the card I got is Sekhmet. I don't know who that really is, but it's a black. You can see it's a black cat. What stuck out with me was the black. Here we go. The black obsidian right there. That negates any negative energies. You can also see the Stargate in there. We all know that black cats. That I think they gave them a bad name. You know, I you know we all know that cats have more spiritual. What is it? The word I'm looking for.
I'm not a cat person, so Alley Cat, help us out.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not either. But I think the whole black cat scheme that they gave us, that black cats are bad and throwing a black cross in front of you. Is But yeah, but first, like I said, this obsidian stone on over here is what stuck out to me the most because it helps negate any negative energies that they're trying to affect us with.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't know who Sekhmet is. I don't know, you know.
someone is saying it's little Thor out there.
Yeah, little
Okay.
Telepathic also. So
Okay, this lovely lady would like somebody to pull a card for her.
Mother Sunday.
Who is it? The name I can't really see it on. There.
I call her Mary
Sunday.
because it's like Melissa Andy or something. Melissa Sandy. I too many vowels. But she used to tell me, call me Mary.
I got the healer, pure in heart and soul.
So is she in healing right now, or is she going to be healed, or is she a healer?
I feel a healer and healing with the violet flame, transmuting energies.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of roses around her right now, and not only that, this is like almost something that's come back around for her again too, with the children and commitments that she's going to want to make to that. If she overthinks things too much, that her ego's getting in the way. So I would say, Mary, just kind of like know when to tell your ego to step aside so that you can do some good work. For healing, is Arnie said, healing yourself, healing others, because that's how it works. That's exactly how it works. When you're helping others, you're getting the energy yourself too. And I do see Archangel Michael there.
And you need to heal yourself and work on yourself before you can work on others. Because if you don't do that, what energy are you putting out there? So you got to heal yourself as much as you can.
And I got Bright Star.
Ooh,
So
pretty.
for me, it's that that inner child learn to have fun again, and be that bright, sharp star that you are. Because when you're young, we don't have the adult the adult responsibilities, and when you're young, you don't have we just be ourselves and enjoy our childhood. So the adultism suck, but don't forget your inner child and have fun.
Yeah. I want to do something a little different because there's three of us with three decks of cards, and I want each one of us to pull one. And whoever wants to tell the story for the collective consciousness here. So I'm going to pull an Akashic. Arnie, you have Oracle. Is that what you got?
Yeah.
And Buck has an Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull one, and then you show it, and then Buck shows the one that he's going to pull. And let's just see what story that we get from all this. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Okay.
Okay, mine is it's all about the spirit, and so that's again more of this coming up. Our own spirituality, the ones that walk with us. What do you got? The other way, yeah.
I always get that backwards. Boundaries. I think that's very important. Don't take no crap from anybody.
Yeah.
Stand your ground.
For the collective, and what do you have, Buck?
I got the guru. Be your own guru.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Be yourself, and you can connect and be your own guru with the spirit and the universe, because you can see all the planets up here and stars. That's what I get from that.
So when I sum up all three of these, so the first thing I see is our own spirituality is what I got from my card there, and then the boundaries, defining our boundaries. Our spirituality is going to be a little bit different from anybody else's. We have to really honor ours and other people's within their boundaries. And Buck, what was your card again?
The guru.
Okay, and then us becoming
Be
our,
your own guru.
and that's
Connect with the universe
and that is
and the
just us
stars.
lending or going to the particular area of us just being our own guru and knowing it's all knowing, if you will, and just being very confident with that. When you say within the boundaries, that's very powerful card that you pulled there for the collective consciousness, because right now I don't think that anybody even knows what the boundaries are anymore. It's just crazy out there. We're going to redefine it. I think that in our spirituality, it's not a religion. It's more of understanding who we are, and I think that is what's going to come from all of this.
And boundaries can be many things. It could be, you know, you not letting someone get away with something. It could be, as a collective, no longer taking crap from our government. Drawing the line. This is it. You
Yeah, definitely. So I think we in the primaries that we had down here for a new governor, Ivy's on her way out. Tommy Tuber, I can never get his name right, but he was like a right hand man with Trump. He was a coach for Alabama, and then he went to
Somerville.
the Senate. He's going to be our governor now. So I'm seeing all the people in the right places as far as like the governors are going. Of course, California and Chicago and whatever blue state, New York out there, that's gonna be dragging on forever. But I think that we will be able to pick and choose at the state level, and if we don't like them, we should not put them in there. And I just think that the voting, hopefully, the voting will be um, okay to vote, right?
Yep.
We have King of Wands 222 that would says pick me, pick me.
Cool. I think for some reason, with the energy I feel for you, I think this is appropriate. And this is the water card. And it holds renewal, changing, purity, and knowledge. So I believe that you're pretty connected and you have a lot of knowledge of what's going on in this world as well. And trust whatever comes to you, trust your intuition.
Yeah. What I got for the King of Wands is the King of Scrolls, which basically is telling me that he's got a lot of information, a lot of things in his head, and he needs to start putting it down. And I think I got this the last time I read from him. There was something so powerful about writing and taking an idea and putting it on the paper, whether it is for a new job or whatever it is. He's going to be very good at it. So and it's almost like he's going to be a leader in what he's doing. What do you got, Buck?
I got the Savage. So we all know that Macho Man Randy Savage was a character, but for me, it's about having fun and letting go, because you can see he's jumping out of an airplane with no parachute. So it's about just being free and enjoy yourself while you can, and pretty much all I can say is, oh yeah.
What is
Getting
what
ready
is
to
the
step into the
what is
swim jet,
the
right?
airplane at the level that he's at? What does that signify?
For me, it's about just like you said, jumping out of the airplane with no parachute, just being free, and don't be afraid of falling.
Yeah, it kind of goes into what I was saying. Him being his master of his own writings, if you will, or whatever he is putting together. Um, so I think that's pretty cool. Let's see if I could show this a little bit better. The other way. I'm doing Arnie. Yeah. So it's almost like he's got it. He knows it. He's got it, and he's coming into a very successful time right now. Anything else?
Nope, I don't see at the moment.
Someone is saying, grow your aura, Buck.
I could try. You know,
Yeah,
No, I think you're doing very well by doing the way you're doing it.
I do too.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like I said,
See?
because my issue is being the Aquarius. I always overthink things. You know.
Yeah. This is fun. If any of you guys want to contact Buck for a reading, if you don't have his email address or his phone or whatever, reach out after the show and put it in there. He'd be glad to do one for you. I'm sure he's a lot different as I am away from the camera.
Nope, I'm the same person you see on camera that I am in offline. What you see is what you get.
I'm referring to the energies because when it's just a one-on-one, when you're reading the energies,
okay.
yeah, you could get a lot more. But because you got sometimes you even have that person right in front of you, or if it's on a phone or whatever it is, you're picking up the energies. It's a very intimate exchange of energies that you get, and
Yep.
never withhold any information. So this is really good. I'm real excited about what you're doing, Buck, moving forward with this, and I hope you continue with it.
I will, as long as people like it, right? It's more about them than me. You know, I'm always thinking about other people first.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
always
why you're
for the
such a
most
good
part.
guy.
Was that Arnie?
That's why you're such a good guy.
Yeah,
He's one
I
of the
try.
good guys.
Yeah.
One of the good guys. Hey, forget about it. You know, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
Oops.
He's a good guy. He's a friend of mine.
All right. Let's see. I guess we don't have anybody else out there that's looking for it, a reading or whatever. If you guys even have a question, just in general, throw it out there. We've got a few more minutes. And
Yeah. That was crazy. The last Ivy pointed out the last show we did. Janine was 11, 11, 11. Did you see that?
who pointed that out?
Ivy pointed it out. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but she's like, your show was 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. I was like, no, I did not notice that. That's when I messaged you. Look, it's 11, 11, 11.
Yeah.
Or 1,
Great
11,
catch.
11.
Great catch. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? Let's see here.
I saw that Summer would like a reading. So I did pull a card if anybody else didn't yet. I guess I'll go since I'm Summer. I got the freedom card for you. You know, don't be afraid, right? Live free. And as you can see, the mic's on fire. So enjoy yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't let anything hold you back. And express that fire that's in you.
Okay.
I got dyslexia with this camera. Friend. So you're a friend. You're a friend of nature. You're a friend of everything all around you. Be in
That's a
nature.
beautiful card.
That's what I feel. You're very loving, and you're very grounded. And you need to be in nature more, and you need to be around animals more. I just feel that. But you're a beautiful soul. So.
Yeah, because I'm pulling some Akasha cards here. They're a little bit different from their Oracle decks, and mine are. This one I happen to pull for Summer is more of. You talked about getting grounded or being grounded, Arnie. I'm seeing it more of creating a new infrastructure, if you will, a new, something that's more intrinsic to her. She's coming into something very, she's being called to come into it now more than ever, and she feels it. And I think that's that pull of her energy. It's kind of like sometimes it can feel very chaotic and stuff like that. But Arnie, what would you tell somebody that is kind of going through a transition and they don't know they're going through a transition or they don't know what to do with the energies? Because a lot of times people can feel one way and not even know what it is.
Always just try and ground, be by water, be by going to a park, take a walk, or anything like that, and to just trust in yourself. It's the most important thing. Believe in everything that you're doing. Have faith in what you're doing. No doubt.
Yeah.
We could be our own worst enemy, or we could be our own best friend. So.
Oh, Charlene says, pick me what the cards tell. Okay, about next week. All right. I want to talk about something before we get there. We only got a couple more minutes left, Charlene, but we will get
We did
there.
have other ones in there that requested too. I don't know if you saw that. Charlotte and Terry were right after Summer.
I didn't see it. I was looking somewhere else. Let me see if I can find it. Oh,
Yeah,
Charlotte. Okay, I would love a
Charlotte
reading.
and Terry were asked after
Yeah,
Summer.
there's one for Charlotte there. Before we go into that book, can I do something here first?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to do it, Arnie. I've been hemming and hawing about it, but I don't know if I just want to get feedback from this particular chat, and you guys let me know what you think here. All right, so I've been dabbling with, I guess, let's see here. I better find the right page here. Okay. I've written a couple decks. I created a couple. One is an oracle deck, and one is an akashic oracle deck. And how do I put this? One is a nature, okay, and then the other one is akashic. I'm getting very nervous. I don't like talking about things that I do that I create, and so that's my downfall. But I've been working on this really hard, and happens to be a demo that I'm creating. I'm also doing an online tutorial, which will be free out there for everyone who wants to learn more about the intuition. I've got a lot more to put into this. But it's you could have a training mode on, or you could shuffle 3 cards, shuffle 8 cards, do a pyramid, do the tree of life, whatever you want to do. So I think this one here has 40 cards in it, and my other deck will have 44. I'm on the wrong page for scrolling, but here's what some of the cards look like,
17.
and they're all akashic. They're all just very beautiful. It's timeline shifts, the healing, um, and I'm going to get these to the printer. And you could even, if you feel that while you're doing this, that one is actually on the shadow side of things, you could actually reverse it just by clicking on it. But you also want to know why you're reversing it, and stuff like that. So you can do an 8 card, like I said, you could do an 8 card. This one here still needs a little work. I actually want 2 rows, not the way that it's lined up. So there's a lot of little things. And I just want to get from you guys, what do you think about this? Are people out there really wanting a training? Your intuition is yours. I'm not teaching you intuition, but I'm teaching you when you pull a card in a number of cards, what are you getting off of it? And, how do you feel about the cards that you're actually seeing put down there? Are they telling you a story? I am going to have audio with this. This one here, I don't have the audio with that right now, but the audio will come on and tell you, based upon the whether it's a 3-8, a pyramid, or tree of life, what it actually means to get you into. And then one day, if you decide to purchase the cards, you can have the exact same cards instead of doing it online. So if you want to try it out for free, that's cool. You could do that also. But so the other one is nature, and I'm really in touch with. I should be out in nature more, but I'm really was drawn to design a nature deck, which I have out there, and I just wanted to get your idea. Of course, it goes into a lot more that I have and how it was instructed. There's different levels of nature. And so there's a lot of meaning behind it. Maybe I could show that to you real quick, and then we can get over to the readings. And let's see, what do I have here?
Love the cards. They do.
You did a
Thank
great job on them.
Yeah.
Don't be
Pardon?
afraid to show them.
What is it?
You did a great job on them. Don't be afraid to show them.
That's how I am. Sorry, but yeah. So this one here. Let me just see if I could have. Let's see if this one works here. Um, yeah. So it's called the Thorough Gaia GAI Oracle deck, and it's like I said. There's a lot of different levels with this, and I'm just trying to find it real quickly here. If you guys want to pull a card for who Charlotte, go right ahead.
Hey, Arnie, that's not moonshine, is it?
No, water. It's hot as heck where I am right here. I have no air conditioning, no fan on, so like roasting here.
So Charlotte asked, did she ask a question? I'm going to try to use this right now and see what I get for her.
I don't think she asked a question. I think it was just a reading.
Okay.
We got this card here, and this is strong family ties, and it shows like the family together and a lot of heart and a lot of love. So that's what I feel when I pull this card. You're very, very family oriented, and you have a very loving heart.
Okay, let's see what else I have here. So this is what I got using. Oh, go for it, Buck.
Oh, no, that's all right. I got it's the name of the card is Astara, but it's an egg. So for me, I got rebirth, and as you can see that on this side, you got butterflies. So we all know what happens to a butterfly. It comes into caterpillar and then rebirths into a butterfly. So don't be afraid to change, and you can always start over. It's something new in your life.
Okay. Let me go back to this over here. So I really only wanted the one so you guys could see her card. So I pulled it just based on it's Charlotte's name, and what I actually got was the wise owl. I wish I could blow this up even more. So the calming lavender and the golden sunrise. So when I actually see something like this, and there's numbers, some of these are I think on this deck here I did Roman numerals because we've gotten away from it, and I just was intuitively pulled to do that. So the wise owl is telling me she's a wise beyond her years. She's very smart. She's a very observant type of individual, but very calm at the same time when she needs to be. And also too, the golden sunrise. What that's actually showing me is it's almost like pre dawn things where she might always get her hits of information. When I see these cards and I don't even know who Charlotte is, this is kind of information that I get. So what you want to do is kind of wrap this up and saying, okay, she's wise beyond her years. She's very calming, and in the morning she gets a lot of good information. Probably as soon as she wakes up, and what would she do with that kind of information is that if she's looking to move forward as being a teacher or just helping others in society to do things, she's got that demeanor to do it because she's trusting. Everyone's trusting her energy. That's what I got. Okay.
I think Terry's next.
Who else is out there?
Terry was next on the list, and then I think Charlene was after that.
Okay, go for Terry.
trees, growth, and enlightenment. So you have a lot of fire, carry a lot of fire and desire, and there's new things coming for you. Getting ready to step into something new, into growth. And I'm very short and sweet.
Yeah, I can go on and on, but I shouldn't do that. Hold on. My screen is doing something here. Buck, what did you get?
I got a red eagle. You know, um,
Shoot.
I'm trying to, you know, for me, I got, that almost like he's a lead, like you're a leader, right? You're helping other people reach their spiritual growth. So that's what I get from there. You're a teacher, and that you can help others.
Okay. What I actually got, and I'm going to show it on the screen, and hopefully it will show up here. But it is out of my Akashic deck, and I just want to show this to you guys. And it's a portal. So based upon what you guys were saying, I don't know how good this is going to come in because it's a small picture right down here. So based upon what you guys were saying is that there's some sort of a portal activation. She could just be one of those people that, um, you know, on one level, um, probably has done this before, if not in this lifetime, but in other lifetimes. And when it comes in the Akashic, and it's telling me this, it means she might have done this at the time before she ever incarnated into a body. So that's what I have for her.
I see that also TCTME would on Rumble would ask for a reading.
Oh yeah, go for it.
All right.
If you guys will put your comments in there about the reading, just let us know. We appreciate it. I'd like to see those. TCTME. Whoever wants to go, go.
Empathy. You feel a lot of love, a lot of feeling others around you. And with any type of empathy or empathic card, center yourself, protect yourself, and keep boundaries up. What'd you get?
I got love also.
Aww.
So I got love also, and as you can see, the doves. That we all know that when doves are released, right during weddings, that that's the symbology. So yeah, I also got love as well. I'm trying to think of what the Abraham Lincoln's doing in this picture, though.
That's for TCTME?
Yes.
Oh, wee.
But yeah, I got him. So you got Abe Lincoln in there. I mean, he did bring the country together. If our history is correct, right? He did help bring our country together after, after England tried to divide us, which is why another reason why they took him out.
Okay, is that me? So I actually pulled a Muse card for TCTME, and it's almost as if she's coming in, whatever her muse might be. Maybe it's really interesting because you picked love muse. Maybe she's has a huge heart, and I'm not really sure what that is. But when I actually look at the card, let me put some light on here. Um, it just appears that. It's what she's coming into at this particular time. She might have always been in and out of it throughout her life, but um, yeah. So that's a good card for her. That's TCME says I've been trying to figure out who I am. This, maybe this wife or life or both.
Wife.
Okay, wife.
I mean, it could be soul
Past life.
connected.
Maybe the
Could be
have
soul
been.
connected.
Go ahead, Buck.
No, I said maybe soul connected.
Yeah. All right, we have one more that is MJ Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Love that movie.
Yeah. It's such a great movie, right? Up, the movie Up. I mean, if it's on, it's one of those cute movies you like watching.
Cleanse the soul. So looks like you also see things as a mirror. You often get reflected. So what I feel with this is, I'm just curious, like if you run into any like problems where you will have people you don't even understand why they get mad at you or do things to you. It's not you, it's a reflection of what they see in you of themselves. So that's what I got as when I started looking into this. So it's cleanse your soul, but it's really to me a reflection. Just be leery of like people and them projecting or seeing things in you that they don't like in themselves and they take it out on you.
Buck, did you go?
Yep, I got the musician. So for me, I get, listen to more music, because music, especially music that you like, whether it's jazz or not, because he's playing the saxophone. Um, because you do have, slow jazz, you have good jazz, but listen to music that you like, because you can see he's kind of walking on the air. So it's very, music is very uplifting. So I would say, to get out of your own head, listen to more music that you like and enjoy. And that would help lift you up, your spirits up a little bit more.
This is for MJ Squirrel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just try something
Yeah,
here.
that squirrel mind.
Yeah. So I actually pulled from this is which one deck is this? This is the Akashic deck again. So I pulled 3 cards that came up. So look at the numbers 15, 26, and 28. But the first one is the Starseed is Awakening. So everybody talks about star seeds and stuff like that. And I just think that the energies that we are going through, wherever people claim that they may be derived from, that might be another thing that we might be feeling who we truly are. So I want to point that out to MJ Squirrel is that maybe you're really sensing, the essences of your own soul. And then also, too, the courage of the soul is, I think Arnie might have said that earlier, or Buck may have said that. So it's almost redundant with that. And then also, too, is the seed of creation. So there is a theme here for you, MJ. It's almost like star seed of creation. You have to get going with something if you haven't started anything right now, because you don't want to not get to know how strong you are, the courage of the soul. your strength are. And I think that theme goes across for a lot of different people. So that's what I have for MJ Squirrel. MJ Squirrel, don't dismiss your thoughts and what who you are at this time. That's all I got.
Nice.
Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. Anybody else out there, Buck, that I may have missed?
I don't see. I know that Charlene wanted one for the collector, but I don't see anybody else on Rumble. So I think that Charlene was the last one.
Yeah, and I just want to add to this for MJ Squirrel that and I'm glad that King of Wands is contributing because everybody's picking up on the energies too. 15 looks like a signal leaving your is it leaving your third eye to your star family tribe. So if you have that now, maybe you're going to get more involved with it. What?
And my ear just rang when you read. My ear just rang when you said that.
Okay.
So
yeah, there you go. That was a pretty powerful reading for her. I felt. Okay, what else do we have? Absolutely lovely. Thank you all. All of you. Yeah, what do you got?
I did do a collective one. I published a collective one. And with this, I got vigilant. Do not waver. Be steady. So hold the ball, hold the line. You know?
Absolutely. So she's getting the message loud and clear. And that was fun to do. And so I will let everybody know. What do you got, Buck?
I got the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize is what I get. Don't let the because you in the cereal box, right? You have to go through the cereal to get to the prize. You have to go through the bullshit to come out, to get the prize that we're all intending on getting. We know the prize is there. It's just up to us to go through it all to get to it. Nothing rewarding is easy. So just keep your eye on the prize, and that's all I got.
That's great. Okay. I don't see I don't see anybody else out there. Everybody is we're not just blowing smoke up your ass, you guys. We're reading your energy off of your name, off of your handle, and this is truly what is happening for everybody right now. And you have to get to know who you are. So if we can help you by sharing that information and making you feel better, that's great. We're never here to make anybody feel really bad about anything because it's a waste of energy. It doesn't align with any of us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will let everybody know when my free tool is available. You guys can go out there and use it and practice it and get crazy. And hopefully, maybe down the road, you will actually purchase the cards that you'll get. But I'm giving it away free is because this is what I love. I've always wanted a training tool for people, and there'll be upgrades with it, obviously, as I go further down the road with it. I hope you appreciate it. Arnie, what do you think about the tool?
I like it.
Good, thank you.
I like it. I love it.
I want to see the whole thing.
Yeah,
but the artwork and everything was really good.
Yeah, the whole thing I'm actually putting it on a website so everyone can go to the website instead of me, sending it to people. So everyone, once it's finished, I think about maybe another week or two, and then you can go out there and play with it, and you can, do new shuffles, 3 cards, 8 cards, pyramid, the tree of life, depending on what deck that you're in. And I just hope that all of you enjoy it and share it. It's fun. I'm going to try to get to a tablet and an iPhone version. This is only for your computer right now, but there's so much security around that hopefully I'll get AI to help me out with that. Thank you all for being here tonight. Anything else, Buck?
Nope. Just want to thank you everyone for coming today. Love you guys, and like the last card said, keep your eye on the prize. Worry about what you can control. Don't worry about what you can't. And just stay positive. Things will work out. because they will.
Yeah, that's a good question. Before we get to Arnie, Buck, what do you mean? What's the prize? What would be the prize be?
Well, we all know this. It's the battle between good and evil, right? So the prize is, the positivity always. Don't get the prize is, our freedom. Our soul's freedom. Um, you know, and the freedom for humanity. That to me, that's the prize. When as a collective, you know, we can do anything. We're powerful. That they don't, we all know that they don't want us to wake up, and that's the prize. The prize is waking up to reality that we're more powerful beings than they can ever imagine, and that's what they're afraid of. So and that's why there's so many distractions out there because we're more, Jesus, Yeshua, right? We all know that he said we can do things like him and even better. So why not? Why can't we be that either? So that's the prize for me. He's the example to live by.
Arnie, closing words.
Just stop falling for all the division out there and unite, don't fight. Together as one, we can do anything. Divided, they got us.
Yeah. Yeah, I like doing it with both of you guys here. It was a lot of fun. And I hope that we can continue to do these and these readings for people. And you guys can always ask a question about anything. A lot of times people don't want to put the personal things out there. And if anybody is struggling, is sad, is lonely, let us know. And we want to help each and every person out there as much as we can. Arnie, I'm so glad that you joined us. I hope you come back.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys.
Yeah, I love you guys too. I mean, we're family.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
damn
we
straight.
are.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys all. And I appreciate you. Good night. And everybody have a
Night.
great weekend.